Hi, Ron Fink here. Today we'll talk about genetic polymorphism, meaning alterations in your genes that can lead to more or less good responses to testosterone. Quick disclaimer, this is not medical advice, this is entertainment only. So you might have noticed that some individuals take exactly the same amount of testosterone for testosterone replacement therapy, and the results are completely different. Some individuals have symptoms of low hypogonadism with average levels, and some do not have symptoms of hypogonadism, meaning of low testosterone, while they have low testosterone levels. So, what is the big difference in those individuals that have low testosterone but still feel good, and those who have high testosterone and feel like they have low testosterone? Well, these differences can be explained in some genetic alterations, which you call polymorphism, and this is usually in the gene coding for the androgen receptor. So we are on the X chromosome, and here we have our androgen receptor coding gene, and we have here sequences of coding. And the ones that are crucial for how we react to testosterone are called CAG. And this is repeated over and over in the androgen receptor coding gene. So, androgen receptor, remember, it is basically a receptor that binds androgens like testosterone. So, we have testosterone and it binds and then it takes its effect. So here, the gene coding the androgen receptor has these CAG repeats. And depending on how many CAG repeats we have in our gene, the more or less we respond to testosterone, the more or less strong the reaction of the androgen binding to the androgen receptor will be. The less the less CAG repeats we have, the better we respond, the stronger our response is to testosterone. It is usually between 9 and 18 for the short CAG repeat length. Then medium will be somewhere 19 to 25. And then for long CAG repeats will be anything over 25. So again, it's the number, how many times we repeat CAG in the gene encoding for the androgen receptor. In these individuals, even a slight amount of testosterone will most likely increase libido, muscle mass, male characteristics, etc. In the intermediate group, 19 to 25, it is basically average. And in the over 25, then we need a lot of testosterone to get the same effects as for the other groups. For instance, if somebody with 500 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone has short CAG repeats, let's say of 15, then he might have a lot of muscle, he might have a strong beard, and he might have a strong libido. However, the individual with 500 and with a long CAG repeat might have completely the opposite. Okay, low libido, low muscle mass, and not as pronounced male characteristics. Even though they have the same amount of testosterone in their body, the the number of CAG repeats is basically dictating how well our body utilizes testosterone, how well androgen receptors will utilize the androgen to function or to trigger its function in our body. All right. So, but what this means is, for example, if somebody needs testosterone replacement therapy and they have a few CAG repeats in the 9 to 18 range, it means that they might only need a little bit of testosterone replacement therapy, maybe half than another individual with a longer CAG repeat. On the other hand, somebody with a long CAG repeat sequence might need extra amounts of testosterone to get to the same effect as the other individuals with shorter CAG repeats. Okay, so it could mean let's say both these individuals are treated for low testosterone for hypogonadism. This individual might only need 50 milligrams per week, and this individual might need 100 or 150 milligrams of testosterone per week to reach the same benefits, even though the serum testosterone levels might be much higher in the individual with the long CAG repeat, but again, it is not used as efficiently as in the individual with a shorter CAG repeat sequence. All right, I hope this video was helpful and could bring you a better understanding why people react differently to the same amounts of testosterone. It is in our genes, especially the CAG repeats. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below, and thank you for watching.